Bringing a new life into the world is a woman's greatest joy, but it can also put her and her new baby in great danger. 7 million babies die every year in the first week of life, or are stillborn, and every year around 8 million women have pregnancy-related complications. Over 500,000 of those women die. 70% of all maternal deaths occur in just a few of the world's developing countries. Tanzania is one of them. But bearing a healthy child isn't the only thing on a woman's mind. Today, most women are working during their childbearing years, and many of them are the family's primary breadwinner. Protecting working women during pregnancy and shortly after their babies are born is essential for the health of the mother and her new baby, and for the family's prosperity.
Women, they play a dual role. They work at the same time they are mothers.
Millions of working women are facing the last stages of pregnancy and the first few weeks of their new baby's life in fear. Fear of losing their job and vital income to support their family.
Nilifukuzwa kazi kipindi cha ujauzito kwa muda wa miezi 7 kwa sababu za kwamba nilikuwa siwezi kufanya kazi kwa haraka. Tena nilikuwa napata uchovu na kusinzia mara kwa mara.
Nilipojifungua mtoto sikupata likizo yote ya uzazi wala sikupata malipo yoyote mpaka pale nilipopata nguvu ya kurudi tena kazini kufanya kazi.
And the fear that their vulnerable new baby might get hurt because they have no choice but to bring the baby to work.
Ni hatari ila ndo ziki.
Huwa na wasiwasi kila ninapokuwa naamka asubuhi na mtoto kwenda kuchukua bidhaa kwa sababu ya magari. Mara nyingi huwa nikienda huko sokoni kwa mtoto anasukumwa kwa sababu ya watu wengi.
In Tanzania, the situation is especially critical. The country has a very high rate of women in the workforce. But despite their crucial role, the ILO estimates more than 8 out of 10 women in sub-Saharan Africa working in precarious and vulnerable conditions suffer from gender discrimination and have no form of social protection, including maternity protection.
I've met some few girls who have had to go through abortions because they are casual workers, because they know if I'm discovered that I'm pregnant, I'm going to lose my job. Though in Tanzania, I think still the reproductive role comes ahead of everything. Most of the time, a person might choose to lose their jobs, but at the end they suffer because of it. So you can't deny the fact that they are going to suffer. If you lose your job in order to get a kid, I mean, how are you going to raise the kid?
While maternity protection is considered a core development and human rights issue, for new mothers and their babies, it's a matter of survival. Maternity protection plays a crucial role in preventing mother-to-child transmission of HIV, helping HIV-infected women get access to antiretroviral treatment and exclusive breastfeeding practices for the first 6 months of her baby's life. For any new mother, exclusive breastfeeding is particularly vital when replacement feeding is not safe or affordable, as is the case in many developing countries.
If you want to properly feed your baby, you have to spend money, a lot of money, especially when you are living in the cities. That's why you find little babies are being fed before their time. You find instead of giving maybe milk or baby food, you start giving a child, a baby, a porridge, maize porridge, because it's what you can afford. Even 2 weeks baby being fed by porridge.
Not only for breastfeeding, but to both have their baby and keep working. Given a choice, many women in Tanzania say they want proper childcare facilities, places where children can be left safely while the parent works nearby.
Ningefurahi kuwa na kituo cha kulelea watoto wakati sisi tunafanya biashara zetu.
Ningependa nipate sehemu ya kuacha watoto wangu wakati mimi nakuja kufanya biashara.
The community child care facility would also be good, though there are few of them around, but then they are not enough as well.
Although maternity protection focuses to a large extent on women, men also play an important role.
Oftentimes, men don't realize the experience in which women go at childbirth is taken for granted. And luckily enough, women don't complain about this men's lack of appreciation and love. They take it as business as usual. So the time has come when men should be sensitized to be more human.
But there's another hidden problem. In Tanzania, national rights to health and social security are often linked to formal employment. But countless women work in the informal sector, in agriculture, as domestics, and in the street markets. None of them have access to traditional social protections and healthcare linked to formal employment. And many lack the voice and representation to improve their quality of life.
We need an active or urgent action by our leaders to ensure that women, both working in the formal and informal economy, are protected and they are not threatened. We have to agree that women are increasingly contribute to economic development of this nation.
The ILO's Maternity Protection Convention 183 provides a framework for action, including 14 weeks of maternity leave, including 6 weeks of postnatal leave, cash benefits of at least 2/3 of the women's earnings and social assistance for women who do not qualify for Social Security, access to medical care, including prenatal, childbirth and postnatal care, as well as hospitalization when necessary. The right of pregnant or nursing women not to perform work dangerous to their health or that of their child. Breastfeeding, minimum of 1 daily break with pay. Employment protection and non-discrimination. Tanzania has yet to ratify Convention 183, but the International Labour Organization and its constituents are taking important steps to put the convention into practice. The Association of Tanzanian Employers supports maternity protection and adopting a more understanding attitude towards pregnant employees.
What she needs is sympathy and understanding, compassion. This can be shown by the company itself. Of course, the annual leave is given for Tanzania is 84 days, and elsewhere is higher. But there is campaign worldwide that this annual leave should be increased. But if you look around, the employer is not happy because he is looking at productivity only. He doesn't know that the productivity of the future will be made up of the healthy children born by some women workers and, of course, and their husbands. I believe it can be brought into discussion and see how we can give a better deal to the women.
Workers' organizations like Tanzania's Trade Union Congress agree. The trade unions are taking a leading role in making the change in the country's labor laws a reality.
In the new labor law reform, we have been able to improve the maternity protection for both male and female employees. There are clauses of discrimination which allows women to get employment even if she is pregnant.
The government of Tanzania also insists that Convention 183 must be ratified into law and enforced.
The government will need to do something, and I think we can even start to use our laws, our labor laws, because it provides 84 days, it provides breastfeeding, 2 hours. So what we need to do as a government is to create awareness and to tell the employers to make sure they give the women they give the women maternity leave, they give the breastfeeding time, because it's there in our laws. What we need as a government is to enforce the law we have.
Protecting the health of pregnant working mothers and their new babies is an investment in health and prosperity and in the future. Maternity protection works, protecting health, providing economic security, promoting gender equality.